We're gonna be doing struts in the front and rear. I'm gonna do one side each because they're the same on each side. So I'm gonna do one side in the front, one side in the back to get the hang of it, on the video at least, so it's a little quicker. Alright, first things first, we gotta take this wheel off. This is the front side, it's 21 millimeter. Make sure you're jacked up. I got a lift, so it's a little easier for me, but yeah. Next we're going to kind of free up some of this stuff before we take off this strut. It's a 14 millimeter here for the sway bar. If that doesn't work and it just ends up spinning, you can use a 14 millimeter open end wrench and turn it, and then you can put a Torx actually would go in there, and if you can't get it off with the socket, then we'll do that. Next is going to be a 12 millimeter here for your brake line, little bracket that holds it. We'll kind of take off some of this stuff for the speed sensor, just kind of move this shit out of the way. Alright, got that sway bar off. We're just going to take off this little brake line bracket here. Go ahead and start to take these 2 bolts off the shock. It's 22 millimeter. You can get one. Got to get a wrench and then an impact. Get one on this side, one on the other. Hold this while impacting it off, and then it's pretty straightforward from there. I'm also going to take off this 10 millimeter right here. It's just the bracket for this speed sensor. It's just kind of in our way. Right, so it's going to look a little messy. It's kind of going to look like this. If you're jacked up, it's a little easier. For me, I got to lower the lift down here. Just got to take a couple bolts off here. They are 14 millimeter. You got 3 of them to take off, and then it should drop right off. There we go. Alright, here's the new one. Make sure you take off the stick or whatever. Mine came with some new nuts. They're 15 instead of 14, so the best way to do it is to kind of line it up. You can twist it a little bit, right, so it can line up pretty well. Just kind of get the nuts hand tightened on here, or get the nuts on here with the studs hand tight on here. And then just start there, and then we can kind of just go ahead and start reassembling everything else. Actually, I made a mistake here, and I just want to show it for the record so you guys can see it too if you make the same one. This is the wrong side. How I know is because the sway bar doesn't go on this side, it goes on this side, so this is actually the driver side strut. You can just confirm that. Obviously this is the right side, this is the right ear, and this one is the left one. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually swap this guy out real quick. Alright, once you got it in, make sure these nuts on top aren't like ridiculously tight. Just tighten up so it holds the strut in place. Then what you want to do is line it up and try to get one bolt in there at least. I mean, if you can get both. Now, since we got them in there a little bit, we're gonna go ahead and tighten the top strut bolts pretty good here, and then we'll tighten these guys in reverse order, get everything else back on. Bracket, sway bar, All right, like I said, make sure everything's tight. Here's our final look. Just double check everything, and then we'll go on to the rear right now. All right, so for this specific year, 2003, I believe, the seats don't fold down. There's no option for it. So what you gotta do is just pull the bench off. Literally just pull it up. It's not super hard at all. And then we got a couple bolts here to take off. I'm gonna check what those are. I believe they're 13 or 14, so we'll do that now. We also got a 12mm here, and then a 12mm on that side as well. Go around. After that, you just gotta lift the shit out of it, pick it up on each side, kind of on a corner, and then because there's basically hooks that sit in on the top of it that lock in. And that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna do that and pop the seat off. All right, I know it's a bitch to do, but voila, look under this cover right here. You see there's 3 fucking nuts you gotta take off. So now we'll get to removing it. All right, first thing we gotta do, take off the wheel. It's a 21mm. Same thing, just like the fronts. It's a 14mm here, and then it's a T30 in there if it gets stuck or gets loose, start spinning on you. And a 12mm here, 10mm here for the bracket of the speed sensor and of the brake line. Take that off now. All right, next you got a 19mm bolt and nut here, so I'm gonna get an impact on each side here, and then get a wrench to hold the bolt. So we'll do that now. Go ahead and kind of pull the hub out of the strut assembly. Now since I'm on a lift, I'm gonna have to drop it down and take the 3 12mm nuts off, but we'll do that now. We're gonna drop this down. All right, so we already got 2 off. Let's drop our last one here. Boom. All right, it's always kind of a bitch to get this thing up there, so it's gonna be hard to get an angle on it too, but basically do the same thing with your left hand or whatever hand. Push it up there, try to get 1 nut on, and then when you get it up there though, don't torque these bitches down yet. You gotta wait till you do it all the way at the very end. So we'll just get 1 nut on there, or a couple, and just not get it tight at all. So we'll do that now. All right, yeah, just make sure it's not torqued down way too much, just a little bit, just on there, so it can hold. And then at the end of when we're done with everything, this will be our last steps, torquing down. Next, it's gonna look something like this. Best way that I did it is if you're on a lift, I lowered it to get a jack, because it's just such an awkward thing to lift. So what you do is just jack it to this bottom, I'm sure this is the ball joint, or your bottom control arm, and jack it up and then line up the strut with it. It's kind of the best way to do it, so I'll be doing that now. Alright, this was definitely a bitch to get on. The other one I did was easy, but you know, what I struggled on is it's a pretty fixed strut. It doesn't really turn. There's not a lot of play with it. So getting it in to fit at this angle is kind of rough to do. So I ended up using a couple 1/4-inch extensions and going through where this bolt is right now, going through it and turning while lining up this bottom bolt with it. Just some advice that I was trying to do. Once that's done, go ahead and get your other bolts back on, get the top bolts all tight, and then that is everything. Alright, we got it on, it's looking good. Make sure these 3 nuts up top are nice and tight. You can kind of cover this bullshit back on, put the seat and everything else back together, and then after that, that's it. So hope you enjoyed. Be sure to just double check, make sure everything's tight, and then yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching. Peace.